Ah! Hello one and all, welcome to Seeing Through Glass. Still pretty grim weather here in Monterey. It's a bit cloudy, it's a tiny bit of rain, but I'm hoping that it will clear up as the day goes on, because today I'm going to be taking part in the Quail Rally. Now last year the Quail was my favourite event from Car Week, so I'm expecting great things, but I don't exactly know what to expect. I'm headed now to the start line of the rally to find out what cars are going to be taking part and what actually we're going to be doing both days. The roof is now down, and it is fair to say that the other cars taking part in this year's Quail Rally are rodonkadonk. Everything from Huayras to Dinos to Daytonas to GT3 RSs. I feel a bit bad doing it in a Lamborghini. It's a bit ostentatious. Everyone else here is really classy. It may be a good day, by the way, for the next episode of STG Classic, my hunt for a classic car, because there's some pretty incredible ones on this rally. Anyway, I have the logbook. We're about to set off, and I thought I'd have a quick look to see where we're actually going. Here we go. Day one itinerary. Breakfast, just had that. Going somewhere called Automobilia Monterey. Oh, we're going to Laguna Seca. If you don't know, Laguna Seca, world famous racetrack with the corkscrew. Maybe I should message Car Page about using their car on track. Do you think maybe we're not going on track? Anyway, oh, I'm Big Sur. Oh, that is the route. I'm excited. Okay, so here we go. We have made it to our first stop, which I think is like a swap meet. Cars are still rolling in. That very initial drive, I know it's just highway, but still so cool. The variation of cars. I'm going to keep banging on about this all day, but look. 280 SE Merc, Huracan Spider. I am embarrassed to be in that Huracan Spider. It is so showy and modern compared to 275 GTP. However, look what's just here. Completely randomly, GTC 4 Lusso. I don't think it's part of the rally. But parked up looking very nice. I think it's one of the first I've seen on the road like this. Anyway, I'm loving today already. Now, I came to a few of these events last year, and there are quite a few of them dotted around Car Week, but they are so cool. If you are a car or motorsport nerd, it's just like Toys R Us, basically. You can walk around and there's everything from like old car manuals to models to posters, motorsport memorabilia, and yeah, it's an easy way to spend a lot of money. Shopping trip done. I bought nothing, which is a bit of a shame, but it's actually all quite expensive. We're headed to Laguna Seca, which is so exciting apparently, to do some like quite soft laps. I don't think it's anything hardcore, and unbelievably the guys at Car Page were like, yeah, take the Lambo around the track. Freaking heroes. But obviously I'm going to be very, very cautious. I want to try and get behind the Huayra if possible, which Horacio Pagani is driving. I've got one of the guys from Pagani in the car with me. Not right now, that'd be weird to be talking about him when you sit right there, but yeah, if we could follow that around Laguna Seca, that would be pretty damn cool. Okay, here we go, Laguna Seca Racetrack. As you can see, all the cars are lining up. That Huayra is fantastic. I think we're going to have a safety car at the front. I don't know if you can see there's like a little Mazda MX-5 safety car, so I don't imagine, as I say, we're going to be thrashing it that much, taking it easy, which is probably quite good, because I don't want to get too carried away in that Huracan Spider. Seeing some of these cars, that 275, look at the colour on that. Oh, I'm quite excited to follow that too. This is going to be an experience and a half. This place is a very, very special racetrack. Now, whilst I'm not sure we're going to build up that much speed, one thing I have learned about the Huracan Spider and my height is hats. I'm not a fan. I've very nearly lost this in the wind the last couple of days, so let's put that down there somewhere safe. We are currently following, or we are still following, a 275 GTB. We've got a 225 California, we've got a 911 2.7 RS next to us, we've got the Huayra behind us. I've got, just incredible cars everywhere, and we're about to go onto one of the most famous racetracks in the entire world. Cool. I am approaching the corkscrew for the very first time at 26 miles an hour. Probably the best way to approach it for the first time. Oh, this is going to be a roller coaster. I've seen this corner so many times from outside the track, and now we're going to take it. Ah! That second apex is so blind. You just point the car, the whole track falls away from you. You're like, where is the apex? What a crazy course. This really is one of the craziest experiences I think I've ever had, following a 275 GTB in a Huracan Spider. Oh, what a way to start car week. Unreal. Now, whilst everyone else is preparing for the duck race, more on that in a second, I've come to check out the Pagani Huayra. So this is a US car, which you can tell by those slightly nasty side repeaters, that has the Tempesta package, which is this slightly more aggressive front splitter there. There's other design cues, but there's also a much nicer exhaust, which I've been hearing today. This car, I think, is going to be going up for sale soon, but it's kind of like the Pagani US car, and the interior is really, really nice. Sort of tan leather with white accents, which the white accent then matches the stripe here. And it just looks great. So much carbon fibre everywhere. See if I can get you a head-on shot. There you go. Look, you can see a bit more of the interior like that. Look at the seats. The workmanship of these cars is amazing. All this carbon fibre. But yeah, I mean, cool to see a Huayra at any point, but obviously one driven by Horacio, slightly more special. So now, in a slightly non-car related turn of events, I'm learning that one of the traditions of the Quail Rally is a duck race, a river duck race. So we've all just submitted some ducks with numbers into a bucket, and I think they're going to be thrown into the river, and whoever wins, wins. you may have noticed, I have now changed clothes, and that is because tonight's event, the sort of finish line for the Quail Rally, is quite smart. It's called like, oh, I've forgotten the name, it's like McCall's something. It's a mixture of very expensive new cars, very expensive old cars, airplanes, and a lot of very nice looking people. So I'm going to go meet up with the other guys, and we're going to do our final cruise over to the McCall's thing, the event. And there we go, that brings an end to the Quail Rally. What an incredible couple of days, and for me, the perfect way to kickstart Car Week. I mean, following around some of these cars the last 48 hours have been unbelievable. And now, here at McCall's Motorsport Gathering, it feels like the true start of all the things that are going to be happening over the next few days leading into the weekend. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you have, and make sure to subscribe for plenty more videos to come.